Hi guys, this is Tulin. So we want something in life. We always want something in life. We're always chasing a desire, a goal, an aspiration, and it's natural. We are creatures of progression. But which life formula are we using? So the old formula is, something either hasn't worked out for us. We haven't got what we wanted, and sometimes for the better. But sometimes if it's not working, then we haven't got what we wanted. The formula has a fault to it. So if it's not working, then we might as well just try something else because we've got nothing else to lose. Now, what we usually do, and this is the old formula, we focus on the end goal, the desire, and what we want. And we try really hard to get it, and we figure the how out. How am I going to do this? We overanalyze, and with much effort and resistance. But sometimes I've felt the freedom and the joy and the satisfaction that I'd got from completing something, whether it's a project or an exam, or once I got something I wanted. Sometimes it was just because of the effort and the hard work had finally paid off. So it wasn't the thing itself, it was just the feeling that I got from it. And when we go after what we want, we usually put ourselves in the worst emotional state without even realizing, what is the point of putting yourself through stress, worry, and anxiety if those scenarios didn't even come true? More than half of those scenarios you created in your head didn't even come true. And it doesn't even make your desire come any faster. And then once we get what we want, then we feel happy, and then we feel joyful, and then we feel satisfied. But you must have realized that once we get what we want, it's just a temporary feeling. We only feel that state for a while, maybe a few days, a week, a few weeks. It doesn't last long, and then you're back to square one. So now you're feeling unsatisfied, unhappy, and there's a general satisfaction people have with life. So we just drain ourselves 24/7 for a temporary feeling, and it's almost an addictive state formed by our habits that we have been programmed on. So the new formula is realizing what you want in life is there. Everything that you desire, just everything that you've dreamt about is there, it exists. If you have a high emotional state, so the opposite of victimizing yourself, that emotional state, you will attract what you want much quicker, easier, with less effort and resistance, because you will be in a high emotional state and you're not figuring out the how. The how will be presented by an impulse, an inspired action. So have you ever felt where you're just in the flow with life and everything just seems easier, and it's quite rare to come across those, and once we do, it's just everything comes together easily, and it flows. Now, you will be much happier every day because in that state, because you will not be waiting for that thing to bring you that temporary feeling, because by which then you'll be already focusing on the next thing and the next thing, and then before you know it, you are unhappy every day. So feeling grateful and joyful even before you have it is key. You have to become it before you get it. And basically what it is you will vibrationally match what you desire. So it will have no choice but to come to you if it's meant for you. Really important thing as well is there's a big difference between what you need and what you want. So your desire is there, and you will be attracted to it by your emotional state, but sometimes there's gonna be contrasts and obstacles. There's gonna be a lesson that you need to learn, because it's gonna help you grow and make you, 5 steps closer to your desire. So we don't want to see the obstacle as a complete setback. It's not. It's a part of the journey. Trusting it's a part of the journey, and believing it's a part of the journey is going to make your life so much more easier. And the struggle that you're going through now is going to be your strength tomorrow, the next month, the whole year, for the rest of your life. I'll give an example of mine, of an old formula and a new formula that I used. So when I graduated, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I was feeling really lost. I didn't really know who I was. Did I have a purpose? There was just a lot of questions going in my mind. There was a lot of soul searching, inner work, and I wasn't getting accepted to any interviews, and it was just so much hard work and effort, and nothing was working, and I was really stressed. I had anxiety. I was just in a very low emotional state. Now, it got to a point where it always gets to a point where we have enough. We have enough of just trying to control and just trying, and it all just becomes a bit too much, and we just finally let go. So once I let go of everything that I was trying to control, I got my journal out and I just wrote everything that I wanted in life. And it wasn't even a job, it wasn't even a career, it wasn't a house. It was just who I was as a person, what I like to do, my type of lifestyle. It was just, I was just, just jotting down like random words like create, inspire. I didn't know what I was getting inspired. I didn't know what I wanted to communicate. I didn't know what I wanted to express, but I just wrote it. So then, this is the new formula. So now I was in that emotional state. I was in a high emotional state because I was feeling what I was writing down. So I felt like I already had what I was writing. So, I didn't know how I was gonna work for myself. I didn't know how I was going to express and improve my communication. I didn't know how that was going to happen. I just knew what I wanted, and that was where my focus was going. Now, I think a few days or a couple weeks later, the inspired action, inspired idea just came to me. It was like I didn't have to put any effort. I didn't have to put any hard work, and that was an inspired action to start my own online business. I didn't go actively searching for it through hard work. It's just like I just came across it. It's like I just flowed into it without any hard work. So I hope that makes sense. So before, when I was using the old formula, I was trying really hard and I was trying to figure out the how am I going to do this, and in my mind I was overanalyzing. And then in the new formula, I just knew what I wanted, and I wrote it in my journal and I embodied that. And I was obviously I matched that vibrational frequency and I attracted it into my life. So I'll just give some examples just so you can see, and they're not, they're just simple things that have come into fruition. So improve self-development and mindset. Yes, this has literally been my theme for this year. To invest in myself and to start making my own money, to work for myself. I've started an online business. To improve my communication and vocabulary. Communication, I started my YouTube channel. I'm doing training. I have mentors. Have direction to be more focused, yes. To read more books. I've been reading more books than I ever have. To believe in manifestations and the law of attraction, because I was skeptical. Everybody is. You don't get taught the law of attraction in school. So yeah, those you just, I wanted to inspire. I wanted to inspire and influence. So basically what I'm doing, my YouTube and online business, that is what I'm doing. I'm creating my website, I'm creating something right in front of my eyes, I'm creating my life. So I hope this made sense, you know, and Tony Robbins talks about this, Abraham Hicks, the vortex. Everybody that implements the law of attraction into their lives will tell you this. So, you know, I'm just another messenger speaking from my experience. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to you guys, inwards and outwards. Thanks.